Hello, everyone. Today we are going to learn about how we can draw design uh, solution using SolidWorks. So the first we're gonna start make a small revision about how we can design or the design solution. So I have a question for you. How can I design? How can design be seen in our everyday life? Think about your daily routine. Are there any component of your morning that require design? Think about your commute to school or work. Are there any components of design present? So design is is all around us. From the minute we wake up to the minute we go to sleep, we encounter different area of design. So like the blanket you sleep on has component of design. So thinking about if you see the blanket, you need to thinking about how we manufacture, how we design it, what we did to design it, what tools help us to design the comfortable or the good blanket. So also thinking about the shoes you are wearing. If you wear eyeglasses, the pen you use to write will all have design. Design is not limited to building structure and model. So you don't need to thinking about something like big to to use the design tools or to use or software to design something. So it's be like just a needle to a big thing like a big building, bridges, shuttle. So every product that you see was once an idea, and this idea had to be manufactured by the design process. So as we seen here, so the design objective, so is so if we wanted to design and so what we need to get in the final procedure. So the objective of the design is to increase the production and minimize the cost while improving the quality or still the quality acceptable. So the design must be the must be optimal manufacturing process that guarantee the optimal cost and rate. So that's mean here that's like the objective is like to reduce the overall cost to manufacture. So we need to find the good manufacturing process that's that we can manufacture the design with a minimal cost. And also we need to increase the production rate. So by designing the tool that produce parts as quickly as possible, or we can change the production manufacturing. Yeah. So maintain quality by designing tool. So that's mean so the, that's mean that the quality is the key factoring for any manufacturing process. So if we get the low costs and the high rate production with the bad quality, so that's mean nothing. So we need to mention the quality and we need to mention or improve the quality. So we need to get the standard. We need to meet the standard. So also this design tool to be safe. So we need to design something and we need to use it. It's gonna be safe. It's not we're gonna design something. It's gonna be like harm the operator or harm so make fire make something like that. So the design process is like consists for five things. So the first one is statement and analysis of the problem. So if you want to start to design for something you need to say what is the problem. For example, I want to just like design a bridge for for the city. So why we are going to design, why we need the bridge, why, what is the problem. So the problem may be like there is a traffic in the city. There is a long distance we need to travel to cross like the river or something like that. And maybe we need to minimize that's the traffic or and the distance. So the second one is analysis of the requirements. So what this bridge is gonna be like, uh, the width of the bridge, how many that cars or any other vehicle need to pass, how much the weight for they can they can just like support, how much the height, and it's something like that. That's required, and maybe that's the requirement is gonna be like cheap. We needed to make it cheap. So after we're gonna find the requirements and the problem and the need, we need to develop initial idea. So we need to start thinking about, is what we need a suspended bridge? We need just like the normal bridge. What kind of bridge we need? So for the fourth is development of possible design alternative. So maybe I'm not gonna design only one idea. I need to do design this one and two or three backup ideas or alternative design. Maybe the first one I will design at in somewhere in the design process I found a problem. So I need to back up to my backup idea. And later, so this five, I need to find it of design ideas. So what I'm gonna do at the end. This is the good idea. After all the process, after all the education, after all the process I did, I need to find out which idea is good and which idea is not good. So after I'm gonna find out the idea, now it's gonna be like what how can I draw and how can I show the idea. So here that is come the purpose of CAD software. So I'm gonna give you this like a backup. So before it was like there is no CAD software. We are just use a table and we draw by hand. So I think this one that is no more longer here. So that's why we need to use the CAD software because it's easiest and we use the computer and that is gonna be like easy for us to use. So what is like the CAD stand for? So CAD is a computer aided design. So the computer is a software used in various industries to create 2D technical drawing. It's like detailed drawing, and also it starts with the 3D model. So we can use like for example, if we are going to design the the bridge, so we can design 3D. We can see it all from all the sides from X, Y, and Z. So that's what mean 3D. For 2D is just two axes. We're gonna use only X and Y, but this one is like use it to projectile view. So is the standard drawing for industry. So the the CAD software there is so many. So for example, there is AutoCAD, Creo, SolidWorks, Inventor, Katia, and there is so many others. So today we're gonna use the SolidWorks for tutorial, and we're gonna design the parts and we're gonna plot it in SolidWorks. So the first, before you use any that's like software or CAD software, you need to know how you can use the computer interface, like so the Windows. So if you know how you can use how you can view a file, how you can open a folder, how where you can find the SolidWorks, how you can get to the SolidWorks. So it's like here that the end is how you interact with the computer in the following ways. So use the Windows to view files. Use the mouse. Is like if you want to use the mouse to select a button, go to the menu here. So run a program. So now let's start using the Pro SolidWorks. So for example, I can use the SolidWorks from here or from just like I'm gonna go to desktop and I find SolidWorks and I'm gonna click right side and I'm gonna open it. Or there is another way, so is to go here. If I didn't find it I'm gonna make a search in the menu. So I'm gonna write SolidWorks, and I can open the software. So it's gonna take a little bit long. So here is raining, so it's need light more. So this is the SolidWorks. So before we're gonna get to draw something, we need to do what is SolidWorks. So SolidWorks is a design automation software. So SolidWorks is like it's used as like the computer, and they give us an interface and um, give us how we can draw something using the computer with the mechanical engineering and industrial standards. So in SolidWorks, as we can sketch an idea and experiment with different design to create 3D models. So SolidWorks is used by student, designer, engineer, and other professionals to produce simple and complex part assembly and drawing. So that means that everybody that knows or has engineering stuff, you can use SolidWorks to draw a part. It's not only it's like that's the mechanic or electric or construction. So everybody can use SolidWorks. And SolidWorks is model is made up for three categories. So one for the parts and assemblies and drawing. So the parts, if you have just only single part, is not assemblies, is not a mechanism. So assembly is a mechanism. So mechanism that's mean contain many parts. So the parts is like a sample part, like what we're gonna see later. And for the assembly is like you have a mechanism and you need to draw each part in a desired place. So like if you have a bearing with the shaft, or you have for example like uh, a building and you want to put the door on its place. So you're gonna draw the building and itself, and then you're gonna draw the as a part, and you can draw the door as a part, and you can meet them together in assemblies. And the last one is drawing. So drawing is the standard drawing. If you when you're gonna draw a part from 3D to 2D, it's gonna be like the standard and industrial drawing. So it's like it's that's like drawing you need it when you're gonna manufacture a part. So you need the details, is the dimension, is what is the height, what is the center, what is the everything. Just you need it like a detail there. So as we see here, so now we're gonna start our tutorial today. So for drawing this part here. So I want from all of you that's to open SolidWorks. So the part is 100 millimeter uh, width and 65 millimeter height, and the thickness of 50. So yeah, it's 100. So 100 here, 60 here, and 50 millimeters here. So now we're gonna start a new parts. So as we've seen, as I told you, so there is a part, assembly, drawing, and a drawing here. So for today, we're gonna draw a part. So we're gonna choose the part here from a new, and we're gonna click OK.
Where?
So this is the interface of SolidWorks if we are drawing a part. So here, this is the menu bar, and we are going to start with the sketch. We need to sketch something. So this is the sketch menu, and this is the future manager design tree. So everything we're gonna draw, in the process is gonna be here. They're gonna write up here. So this is the bar study here. This is the reference XYZ. If we change here, if I'm gonna change by the mouse, I'm gonna rotate this, the XYZ is gonna change. So the first thing we need to do, if we want to draw parts, we're gonna start with what what's the plane we're gonna draw, which plane we are going to draw in it. So in this case, I'm gonna choose the front plane, X and Y, and then I'm gonna click on sketch. You see here, everything is gonna be Y. Everything is gonna like YX. So when you are in sketch mode, there is this sign here. That's when you are in sketch mode. So here we're gonna start drawing a rectangle. So we're gonna draw a rectangle. We're gonna start from XYZ, and we're gonna click on the right side, click select, and then there is no dimension here yet. So we need to make this one 60. We need to make this one. We need to make this 100, and we need to do this here or one here 60. So all what we need to do, go smart dimension. You're gonna click here. You're gonna get like one this here, and I'm gonna click 100. This one here is gonna be 60. So supposedly that's we want. I made a mistake and I want to change one of the dimension here. So all what I need to do is just like to click on here again and change it to 65, for example, or change it to 80. So whatever you want, you just come back, click on smart dimension, and change the dimension. So after I finish, I'm gonna click on select here, and this one, how can I get off from sketch mode? So now I'm gonna get off, I'm gonna click on it. Now I am not in sketch mode. So what I need, I'm going to the feature because I wanted to extrude this one here. I wanted to extrude it to get a 50 tick. So look at here. I want to click extrude. So every time I'm gonna change here, for example, to 10. So everything is gonna extrude here. So if I don't want to go to this side, it's just I'm gonna change the direction. It's going to the other side. So here the required So thickness of this is gonna be 50. So I'm gonna click 50. So after I finish, I can click OK. So now I can change the view. If I wanna like the front view, I can click here. If I wanna see the side view, like in this case, left side, I can click here. If I wanna click, I wanna see perspective, or yeah, I can click here. So also, if I want to change the extrusion dimension, I want to just like edit feature and click, for example, 25, and that's it. I'm gonna click OK, and everything is gonna change. So I'm gonna come back to the desired dimension for 50. Yeah. So now I want to do a round corner here. I want to make them rounded. So I'm going to the feature here, and I'm gonna choose. There is a chamfer and fillet. I'm gonna choose a fillet. So the fillet of 10, and I'm gonna choose which corner I want them to be rounded. So it's gonna be like this one here, and this one, this one, this one. So after I finish, I'm gonna click OK. Or if I wanna change the fillets dimension, I'm gonna just like click OK, and it's gonna change. And we're gonna and click OK. So now I want to take a part of here. I want to just like making as desired shape. So select here, and I'm gonna go into shell feature and click here, and I want it to be like 5, and I'm gonna click OK, and that's it. And check off all the stuff here. So we need to make 2 holes. So one here and one here. That's the next step. So I need, as I mentioned in the beginning, we need to find the plane where we're gonna draw this. So in this case, I'm gonna pick this plane here, or I can pick this one, either one. So I'm gonna pick here, and I'm going to select sketch from here, or I can go from here and so later I need to choose the plane here. It's gonna be like just 2 dimension. So I will choose circle, and I will draw circle here. So I'm not worried about dimension. I can do them later, but I need to add a reference dimension now. So I'm gonna go to smart. I'm gonna pick this here. So here I need a circle for diameter of 10. I'm gonna so there I need to find how much is distance between here to here. So I'm gonna pick this here, this side, and I pick this, and I'm gonna this is 25, and I need to find the dimension from here to here. So I'm gonna pick the bottom side and pick the circle. So I need it to be 40. So now I am done with all the dimensions required. So I'm gonna click select, get out from the the sketch mode, and I'm gonna choose a feature. So this time I don't want to add more. I want to take off a material. I don't want to add material like we did in the extruded. So I want to just extruded cut. So I want to cut this circle. I want to take them off the material from here. So I'm gonna choose extrude cut, and I'm gonna choose throw all. That's mean I'm gonna throw all the material here. So and I click OK, and I get the circle required. So I don't need to forget to save it. So I'm gonna click this here. I'm going to save as and give it a name. So what is the name of this part? So let's name her rectangle of 160. So and I need to choose which folder I wanted to download, and there I'm gonna click and I click save. So every time I made a modification, I need to save. So if I want to see it from other side, I can come here, this line, and switch. If I want to see it from the top, I can see it like this. If I want to see it from the bottom, you can see it like this. And if I want to see like a 3D model, I can switch isometric, dimetric, trimetric. So I so that's all for tutorial for this part. So as one mentioned, we need to come back and we're gonna just make a small revision about the SolidWorks. So as we see here, so the parts we draw, so the SolidWorks model is made up for three parts, for three categories, one for parts and one for assembly and one for drawing. So if you see here, so it was easy to draw a part and make and is fast than drawing by your hand or like this the traditional process it was like long time ago. So and the the advantage is like every time I have to change, I made a mistake or something, I'm gonna come back to drawing here and click on the sketch and change everything. So like here I want to made it like 70. So I'm just gonna click here. Okay, everything is gonna change. Everything. So that's the advantage of cut drawing. So it's gonna help us like to draw something easy and fast, and to see if there is a problem with the with the drawing. For example, for the design. So for example, if I made a design for this and I found, oh, I made a mistake. So this one is not gonna fit somewhere. So I come back here and change it. So you have we have assessment to do for 5-minute assessment today. So I want you to finish this, and we are going to correct it. That's here in the class. So the directions: answer each question by writing the correct answer or answer in the space provided or circle the answer as directed. So let's start with the first question. How do you start SolidWorks session? So actually, so there is two ways to start SolidWorks session. So the first one, we can go to start here, and we can look at here. If we find it, we can click it on. If not, we can write SolidWorks and click on it here. So the other one is like to go to uh, the desktop and find the link here and click on it. So why do you create and use a document template? So the document template is like something you can, is a content to unit. So sometimes you can draw with the inch or you can draw uh, with the metric. So we can go here and choose the property of, you're gonna go here, select options, document property, and go to the units and switch it from inch to millimeter. And I'm gonna click OK. Everything is gonna. So we can draw by metric or we can draw by inch. So you can choose either one you want. So you can see here we change we change the we change the unit. So how do you start a new part? So the answer is click the new icon, select part template. So we're gonna click here and we're gonna choose the part and we're gonna start OK. And we can come here, select option, document property, units, and choose the millimeter, the template. The first, the fourth question: what feature did you use to create the box? So we use it, in this case, we used four features. So the first one we extruded. So we can come back here to the tree, the feature tree here, and we see what we use. So this one is the sign of, that's when we extruded. And the second one we use the fillet here. The third one we use the shell feature, and the last one we use the cut extrude fusion. That's when we take off the material from the parts to make the circle feature here. So fifth question is true or false. So SolidWorks is used by designer and engineer. Yes, it's true. A SolidWorks 3D model consists of, how we saw that. So the SolidWorks is consists of three things. So the parts, assemblies, and drawing. So three categories. The first category is the parts, assemblies, and drawing. So the seventh question: how do you open a sketch? So we can go. We need to the first thing we need to do is we need to select or pick a plane first. So it's like I'm gonna pick this. So how I'm going to sketch toolbar and click on sketch. And the other way is like just to click here, to click on, and when you pick the plane, click on it and you're gonna get the sign of sketch and click on it. So sometimes there is not only one way to do something. Maybe there is two, three ways, or one way. So it's dependent on what you wanna do. So what does the shell feature do? Or sorry, so what does the fillet feature do? So sharp, the fillet is like rounded, the sharp edges. So we had like here in the first we have a right angle here, and after we did a fillet, we get a rounded edge. So what the shell feature do? What does the shell feature do? The shell feature remove material from the selected files, as we seen that before. And what does the cut extruded feature do? The cut extruded feature removes material. How do you change a dimension value? So if I want to change any dimension value, even after I extrude something or make parts, we need to remember which this dimension in it, and click on it here. Just click it one time, click edit sketch, and come back here and switch it. It's like 160 here, and everything's gonna be changed. So after I want from you like to finish this and at home. So I want you to do the vocabulary worksheet, fill in the blank with the words that are defined by the clue, and also at home, I want you to do this part, to draw this part in SolidWorks and save it and send it to me in my email. So that's everything for today. Thank you for listening and have a good day.